Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Olafo family. For the Olafo grandchildren who don't know me, this is your Uncle Butch. Now you don't know too much about me, but I'm going to explain a couple things to you. First of all, unlike your grandfather, I was a war hero. I'll show you here is my that's my uniform. You see, there's the Vietnamese flag that kind of fell because of the heat, and over here, see that, kids? That's the weapon I used over there. I killed 30 or 40 Viet Cong with that weapon. And the reason for this, the reason for this little video is because I want to clear a few things up, and I want to be able to do something that I haven't been able to do for 63 years. I know it's going to be a kind of a sad Christmas in a way because we've lost our brother and your uncle at a very young age, as far as I'm concerned. But we got to try to find something positive out of everything negative. And here's my positive way of thinking. See, this is the first Christmas that we don't have Fat Nellie and Abdu. Now, Fat Nellie was your great grandmother, and Abdu was your uncle, great uncle. But for 63 years, your Uncle Tommy and I had to live in the shadow of Fat Nellie, Abdu, and your grandfather. Now, I'm going to explain this to you so you kids will have this for the rest of your life. See, when we were very young, we lived in a city called Del Rey, which is really a section of the city of Detroit, but we call it our home city. And we lived in a house called Green Street. And every time we would have a gathering, whether it be a birthday, a wedding, or funeral, or a holiday, or just a social get together, it wouldn't be long before someone would pop up, usually one of the Camerons or Doris Allen, or one of her brothers, one of your great grandmother's brothers would say, "Hey Nellie, how about singing a little ditty, hun?" Hen. And before you know it, inevitably, it would be, "Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling." Always. Now, your grandma would be drinking a little beer, usually a Schlitz or a Blatz. It wasn't nothing fancy, just very simple drinks. And then, your great grandmother would have a few more of them brown bottles, and before you know it, then she'd start. Have you ever heard my son Junior sing? That was your Uncle Abdu, Junior. Anybody heard my son Junior sing? Oh, Junior. Now, Tommy and I got to sit back, run and get beer for everybody, and we got to listen to "I Love Her Dear Silver that shines in her hair. God keep her and bless her. Mother McCree." Mother McCree and old Danny Boy, I've heard for all my life. So, now, when the party would end, we'd go to bed. But the problem was, we never knew what time the party was going to end. You see, your great grandmother was okay on beer. She would sing and laugh and joke. But if she got some whiskey, that meant Aunt Mary was getting beat up. Now, it depended on what time Aunt Mary got beat up, what time we went to bed. Now, if Grandma drank whiskey early, Aunt Mary would get beat up around 9 or 10 o'clock, and the party would be over, and we'd go to bed. If Grandma didn't drink whiskey till later on in the morning, Aunt Mary might not get beat up till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, the day that Aunt Mary got beat up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, we'd all go to bed then. And, of course, we went to bed late. We'd want to sleep a little bit, see? And, but your grandfather had to get up very early and take a bath. We didn't have these showers. But he had to take a bath at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. God knows why. Sure enough, goes in the bathroom, which was in the middle of all our bedrooms at the time. Locked the door, little hook. We had a little hook on the door. This great big old cast iron bathtub, he'd start singing 6 o'clock in the morning. We're all trying to sleep. Now we got to listen. Please release me, let me go, for I don't love you anymore. 6 o'clock in the morning. Mom. No, your great grandmother. Mom, Ronnie's in the bathroom. We gotta go. We gotta go. We had to go. We all. You know, when you get up in the morning, you gotta do pee pee. Now there's Tommy and Junior and myself and my dad. We gotta go pee pee. Well, Uncle Junior only had to do half a pee pee because what happens is Uncle Junior would go out to the back porch. It would pee pee off the back porch. But no, he only did a half a pee pee because about that time, your great grandmother would come with a spoon or a pot or whatever she could get her hands on it and whack Uncle Junior. So he'd run back in the dining room by where the heater was and wait, and he'd finish. But then, as soon as your grandfather got done getting cleaned up and doing his hair and everything, and we could all go pee. So there were 3 of us around this toilet trying to pee. It was ridiculous. I don't understand why Ronnie got away with that. But anyway, now this Christmas, and that's the reason for this video, is after 63 years, Butch gets to sing. Now, I'm wondering, what should I sing? What would be popular when your grandfather was young? And I started thinking about our cousin Barbara Kimney. She sang Little White Cloud that cried at the Lancaster Theater in a city called River Rouge. And if you ever get down to River Rouge, you'll see your Uncle Butch's name on the wall. And yeah, your grandfather's there too, a different Korean War or something. But anyway, so Barbara, our cousin Barbara, was a little bit younger than your dad, your grandfather. And I thought, well, Johnny Ray must be pretty popular when your grandfather was younger. So I went to YouTube and, excuse me, and I listened to Johnny Ray a couple times and listened to how he sang and how he would, every end of every stanza or every verse, he would hit the note hard, and then he had a little bit of a feminine drawl to it. So I thought, well, I could do all this because this is my time to shine. 63 years, a long time to wait to sing, kids. So now Abdu and Fat Nelly can't do anything about it. It doesn't matter if I'm good or bad because they're not around to do better. So the only one I got to compete with is your grandfather, who can't carry a note in a suitcase. So there's no way I can lose, right? So anyway, I've been practicing this Johnny Ray for a day. See, I want to get this down. So here you go, Ronnie, Margie, Joey, Sherry, Dakota, all the rest of you kids, the whole group. This could be a big start to me. Don't start showing us the agents out there in Hollywood and everything. Just keep this between the family here. But anyway, so here we go. Johnny Ray's, my version of Johnny Ray, singing "Cry." Are you ready, Ronnie? Turn your hearing aids up. Turn them up, because you and Johnny Ray, neither one of you could hear. Okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Let me get a drink of this coffee first. Loosen the throat up a little bit. By the way, I was thinking, Ronnie, if anybody questions about us being brothers, you look at my mouth and my chin, it's the same as yours. But okay, here we go. If your sweetheart sends a letter of goodbye, it's no secret you feel better if you cry when waking from a sad dream. Don't you sometimes think it's real? Oh, but it's only false emotion that you feel. If your heartaches seem to... So also I do a little dance too. Hang around too long. I got rhythm. And your blues keep getting bluer with each song. Just remember, sunshine can be found behind a cloudy sky. So get your hair down. Go ahead, baby, and cry. This is my big finish right here. Now watch this so I can get into this flow, Ronnie. If your heartache seem to hang around too long, and your blues keep getting bluer with each song, just remember sunshine can be found behind a cloudy sky. So put your head down, go ahead, baby, and cry. 63 years. 63 years. Fat Nelly and Abdu. Nah, 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 nah. Like Uncle Bob used to say, God, you. All right, my brother, my sister-in-law, my nephews, my great nieces, all of you. Merry Christmas. I love you. And I'll talk to you all soon, okay? Bye-bye, guys. Jingle bell, jingle all the way.